So once you've added all the probability values, the table looks something like this. Now you'll notice that there are some, let's just magnify that, oops. There are some where the values are kind of in the middle. It's 16.49 there, and really they're just too close to call. So I've marked, in that case, I've marked the 2. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, let's just get all of it back into shot, is to take this piece and using the copy function again, don't worry, all this will be done for you. Using the copy function again, up there, copy that just below it, and then we can sort, paste that in there, and then we can sort it by the lottery ball value again. So we go select the probability value, move it over because we want to use the lottery ball value, run it down there and sort ascending A to Z there. So once you've sorted the table again by the number value, you end up with something that looks like this. And really what you're looking for, this initial stage, is a continuity of averages that meet. So, you know, for example, 35 is looking quite good. No, it's not 35, that's 38. Still, that's looking quite good. Okay. However, just a coincidence of averages isn't really enough. If we hit the tab here, mark past draws, you can see you've got past draws from number 1607 onwards. Marked in red here is the winning numbers. In light blue are the averages. And you can see there, number 6 is sort of quite strong. That one there's quite strong. Now some draws are good and some are not so good. But I don't think there's ever been a draw where you haven't had the coincidences. Look at 21 there, that's quite strong. Okay, so you can go back through those draws and see what the likelihood is and make your own mind up on that one. Now go back to current again. So basically what you'll be presented with each or twice a week is the first table, which looks like this. Okay, there's your table with draw number. There it is with the sorted by probability value and sorted by ball number. Now the next thing to notice is the second page, a tab called like with like, and this one offers quite a depth of analysis by each column. Now you've got here that figure there. Let's just increase that. Oops, where's he gone? That figure there, 0.8. that's the average of the amount that the ball number coincides with the actual draw. So this first column of the draw number, 1608, 1600, the average is 69, 70, etc. The average of that is 0.8, which is virtually 1. So you can virtually be assured that there's a coincidence of one average value with one ball number. Now, okay, that's on strict averages, but however, averages are a bit flaky. So let's just knock that down a bit more so you can see it. And very often, in the first column, again, you've got one there, for example, that's bang on. That one's close. That one's close. That's close. That's close there. Bang on there. Close there. Bang on. Average is either side, nice little cluster there in the middle. Bang on. Bang on. Bang on. Bang on. That's correct. It's bang on. Okay, and for the similarly for the next column, bang on there. Close there. Close there. Close there. Close there. Close there. Bang on there, and so it goes. And they're all the columns, they're analysed. Now, this is where we leave the pure maths, if you like, of averages and get into a more probability, and it's more of an art at this point. So here are the values for this week or for the coming draw. Okay, and these are this is the accumulated analysis of all the preceding draws. Now we know bang on, that's that figure there is going to be 0.61. So roughly half the time you get a value that is entirely consistent with the average, right? So you're going to be lucky if you get one correct bang on value out of that. Are you with me? So what you've got to do is go back and look at the pattern that's merging around the red and the pink. So this particular one, that seems to be a fairly consistent streak there. Okay, it's down a couple of values there, it's right there, up a bit there, up a tinsy bit there, down a bit there, down a bit there. So okay, overall I'd say number 25, which coincidentally we mentioned on the other sheet. I think that's going to come up. And again, with just looking at them, around the averages. Now go through them all and back on the current sheet, I've handily prepared a little chart here for you to print out. There. Quite honestly, it's easier to print it out, I've found, and make marks on a piece of paper and draw your own conclusions from there.